Hello children, welcome to LE Tutorials. Today we will start with geography, fourth chapter, which is called as urbanization. Now as the word suggests, urbanization means all about urban city, okay? And the best example for an urban city for us to remember is none other than the city where we are living, that is Mumbai, the best urban city. Okay, so now before we come again now to the chapter about what are the causes of urbanization or what is the impact of urbanization, it is very important to understand urbanization has actually taken place when and where. Okay, it actually took place in England, you can say, where industrial revolution took place. Now, industrial revolution when it took place in 1750 to 1850, okay, after the agricultural revolution. Industrial revolution was that period where people from the rural areas started migrating to urban areas. Now, what are urban areas? Any towns and city which comes out with different infrastructure, okay, with the best facilities, okay, be it education, be it medical, be it anything that you say, okay, if that town or city provides you with all those amenities, that place basically becomes an urban place. Okay, now this happened during the industrial revolution time where the maximum population started moving from rural areas to urban areas. Why did they come to urban areas? The first and the foremost thing is because industries were set up. So in search of jobs, they started shifting themselves out over there. Of course, from there, now we cannot say that that is the only place where urbanization has taken place. If we talk about urban places in the world, we cannot deny that Europe is 95% they have urbanized countries out over there. Okay, if you're talking about Australia, New Zealand, okay, if you're talking about Great Britain, okay, even there, even if you call about countryside, the countryside doesn't actually look like a rural place, but it looks more like an urban place. Okay, so urbanization or urban place is that place which is giving you all the amenities that you want. Okay, and why does a place become an urban place? We will be understanding that. What is the impact, okay, of urbanization? Always understand, like I have said in the previous chapters also, every coin has got two sides. Okay, so every point has got its good as well as bad. That is a positive and the negative impact. Then we'll be talking something called as satellite cities as well as smart cities, and your chapter is done. Now, whatever extra thing I have written on the board, at times you may feel it's not in your textbook, but it is something what I want to give you people as extra. So when you are writing or when you want to jot it down, an extra point is only going to give you an extra mark. Okay, your marks will not get cut and your knowledge gets enhances. Okay. Now, when we are talking about how much percent of the people are living in urban areas, when you look at the statistics given of the world, not about India as such, just like you can say more than 50% of the people, at least 50% of the people are living in urban areas. But it is being told by 2030, it is going to rise up to 80-85%. So that's actually a good news. So you would say then will rural areas come to an end? No, it will not. Rural areas will still remain rural, but it will not be that rural where amenities are not available. Every type of amenity will be there because we need agriculturists, we need farmers who can actually grow grains for us. But of course, everything will happen in a more mechanized manner. So you cannot call them as basically rural, but you can call them as a semi-urban place. Okay. Next is the population size tells us about the urban area. Very important. Okay, if the area has got very less population, less amenities, not much to speak about that area, you cannot call that area as urban area. But if the population is too good, okay, and facilities are there, the infrastructure is very strong. When I'm talking about any engineering factor, any medical factor, education, okay, all the amenities is really very strong, then that area is basically called as an urban area. So there are few criteria, and one of them is the population. Okay, for example, they have told you if India has got 400 people living per square kilometer, fine, and 75% is a non-agricultural crowd, then you can call those places as an urban area. Like Mumbai is 100% no agriculture, 100% no agriculture at all. यहाँ पे तो agriculture है ही नहीं. यहाँ पे we have secondary sector and the tertiary sector. Okay, we have manufacturing sector here as well as the service sector. Primary sector यहाँ पे है नहीं. So Mumbai is basically called as an urbanized city. Okay, completely. Next is, of course, about the industrial revolution. I gave you a small idea. From industrial revolution, you can say basically is the urbanization as that has come up. During urbanization, of course, in England you had a lot of towns and cities coming up by the name of Liverpool, Leeds, Birmingham, Manchester, okay, Sheffield. Now these names are all the football teams' name, which is now they are called as football team names, of course, but they are supposed to be towns and cities. They were those places where industries were set for the first time, and that is how urbanization started there. Okay, coming to what has the United Nations Population Fund said? By 2030, what is going to be the crowd or the population that is going to come under urban areas? It's going to be around 5 billion population is going to be in urban areas, which is a huge amount. Now, United Nations, whatever figure they say, it's not necessary that we need to reach there. But yes, developing countries, underdeveloped countries, if they really come up and put these figures into reality, nothing like it. Okay, it's going to play a very good thing. Next is urban development is a state subject in our country. In our country, when it comes to India, now you know we have 3 different types of subjects. One is your central subject, one is your state subject, the third one is your concurrent subject. Concurrent subjects is taken care by both the state government and the central government. Fortunately, urban development is taken care by the state government. अगर मुंबई का तुम देखोगे, who are the people who is actually taking care of our Mumbai city? It is none other than municipal corporation, जिसको हम लोग BMC बोलते हैं, or you can call them as a municipality. Then we have cantonment boards. Okay, so basically you have the Maharashtra board who's taking care of Mumbai, Pune, okay, cities which you can call them as urban areas. जहाँ पे population is good enough, amenities are there, please understand, those areas are called as urban area. And again I repeat, the best way to understand is your Mumbai city, because we are supposed to be the most highly developed urban area. Okay. Coming to who are the people who are taking care of our city, basically, we have the municipal corporation, we have the municipality, we have the cantonment boards, etc. Coming to little bit what I have to talk about, how did the origin of cities take place, okay? Now, of course, industrial revolution only has taken place in England. Then you would say how did cities come up in a different place of the world? Initially, you can say men were hunters and gatherers. Okay, wherever they went, they only did 2 things, was hunting and gathering of food, living there for some time, and then they used to keep on shifting from place to place. Now, when a time came when they understood that their family is increasing, and for them to shift from place to place was little impossible. Why? Because they started settling down in places where the soil was great and there was availability of water. That was the time when they understood that instead of shifting from place to place in search of work or in search of food, it is best that we settle down in one place, okay, and we start doing some kind of a work which is called as agriculture. So basically you can say settling down of people in one place over a period of time has given rise to population, and when those amenities which was supposed to be little olden time, when those amenities have become completely modern, that place over a period of time becomes an urban area. So in short, what is the definition of urbanization? What I've written down here, the process of moving and relocating of people from where to where, from villages to cities or towns is called as urbanization. So no town or city can become an urban place with the help of mankind. So humans, when they shift, they relocate and they want to stay in a new place, that place over a period of time becomes an urban area. Great. Coming to causes of urbanization, what is the reason because of which a place becomes an urban place? The first and the foremost thing is better standard of living. When you try to compare your life with the life of the people who's coming from remote villages, the standard of living of ours is far better than what they are living. The reason is because I'm telling you again is not because we are living on in tall rises, but because of the different facilities that we are enjoying in life. You get down or you just give a call and you have all the facilities coming home, right from your essentials to food to electricity to water, everything. So your standard of living, when it starts increasing, okay, and it becomes better over a period of time, it is basically called as urbanized place. Second, for the cause of urbanization is there's a choice of employment. True. Now again, if I take the example of Mumbai city, there is a lot of employment generation in our city, okay, and none of them are unhappy about it. None of them. Somewhere or the other, a laborer can get a job, a professional can get a job, and of course, somebody who is completely a postgraduate, who is a doctorate, they do get their jobs. So there is a lot of opportunity of employment in urban areas. Okay, that will never be vacant, or that will never, you can never say that employment कम हो गया है. कभी नहीं होता है, because there are many people who are getting retired, there is more and more jobs coming up, so the young dynamic crowd is getting jobs here. Next is better civic amenities. True. Now the areas where we are living, okay, which is called as suburbs, we are actually blessed. The reason is because we have the best civic amenities. When I say civic amenities, I mean transportation, communication, water, electricity, okay, medicines, okay, then the kind of transportation in the form of bus, rickshaws, trains, very clean part of the city, that is suburbs, okay. So in urban areas, when all these things are actually readily available, that's called as civic amenities. So we are not at all scared, we are not unhappy, and we actually have a very smooth life moving ahead. Next is, there is a natural increase in the population. Of course, what does it mean a natural increase in the population? There is a very good birth rate as well as a very less death rate. Birth rate is, of course, because family wants to increase their family content. So that's the reason why they have one child or two child. And now with age, it is possible through different medical way of how to have a child. So naturally the birth rate increases. And the best part is because people are becoming more and more conscious in urban areas, working, taking care of their health, eating very good food, okay, taking good medicines from time to time, and the medical facilities is so high in urban areas that you can say even treating anything which is a very big ailment is also possible in urban areas. So your death rate becomes small, okay, or it is less. So your birth rate is good enough and your death rate is less enough, which actually gives rise to population in a city. Okay, so that is the reason if population increases, that is one of the reason to call a town or city as an urban area. Coming to next one, there is internet and communication. Oh wow, what we're doing now is all thankful to internet and communication. Okay, so we are able to connect to you people through Zoom and doubt clearing, and there is link and everybody's into internet. A time was there when mom at home used to say, what are you sitting on the mobile? But now it is like you have to sit on the mobile or on your laptops to understand the lesson. Next is there's an expansion of industries. Yes, when I'm talking about Mumbai, some few kilometers away from Mumbai, like you have Vasai, which has got a number of factories set up there, so people can travel up and down each day. The factory work is being taken care of, and at the same time you are connected to the urban areas. Okay. Next one is there is trade and commerce, and of course medical facility. Trade and commerce, we cannot deny about Mumbai because we have ports out over here. We are doing the maximum trade with different parts of the country, different parts of the world. Then, of course, when I'm talking about India, we have ports at Khandala, which is in Gujarat. We have Chennai port. We have port in Kolkata. We have port in Visakhapatnam. Okay, those places which is on the coastal areas have got ports. So, हमारे यहाँ पे trade and commerce is never going to stop. You have so many entrepreneurs here. You have so many business class people who are doing trading and commerce, and that's how the city prospers. The economic prosperity of the country keeps on increasing, and any which ways Mumbai is actually called as a financial capital of the city. It's called as a commercial city of the country. Okay, जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा commerce होता है. Medical facility, if you name it, you have the best happening in urban areas. खुद हमारे सिटी का एग्जाम्पल्स लोगे तो वी हैव द नानावतीज, वी हैव द कोकिला बेन, वी हैव सो मेनी अदर medical facilities which are giving the best, and that is the reason why people are getting treated on time, living a longer life, the best medicines are available, so you don't have to go anywhere. ये सब कुछ थोड़ा रूरल एरियाज में इतना नहीं मिलेगा, but you will have to wait for a day or two for the medicines to arrive, or maybe you have to travel kilometers to get those medicine. Lekin when we are in a urban area, the next door medical shop will have all those medicines, so it's a great thing. Next is coming to the impact of urbanization. Okay, impact of urbanization is supposed to be positive impact and negative impact. Same things what we are talking here is something what they are trying to make it up in some points for you to understand. What are the positive impact of having an urbanized place? You have lot of industries be set up. जहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रीज है वहाँ पे लेबरर्स होते हैं, वर्कर्स होते हैं, उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन होता है, and it is a city which actually feeds everybody. So if you have got an appropriate way of your testimonial where you are educated, you are a very good graduate, so employment is sure in a city. ये बात अलग होता है that people are not happy with the pay scale, so they want to move out of the city in search of jobs. Otherwise, an urban area is always ready to take care of the people. Next is there is jobs, there is housing sector in urban areas. Now you would say घर इतना आसान नहीं है. Yes, the reason is because when we talk about Mumbai city is an island city, okay, it's a small city covered by water from three sides. It's very much cramped up in the sense यहाँ पे houses are like squatters में बनाया गया है, छोटे छोटे घर रहते हैं, उसमें भी लोग रहना पसंद करते हैं. The reason is because they don't want to leave an urban area because everything is available out here. Of course, you have even a lot of job opportunities. Okay, the housing sectors keep on increasing in this area. If I'm talking about looking at Mumbai in and around you, when you were born, maybe 13 years back, इतने सारे buildings नहीं थे जितने आज है. Another 10 years more, it's going to be even more cramped up. Okay, so you can't help it. Okay, but that is a positive thing that every person is getting a house to live. Next is transportation is awesome. Okay, now you would say how it is awesome. There are roads which are bad, like what I said in the previous chapter. हमारे यहाँ पे every road is being worn and torn by different vehicles running on it. चाहे वो 2-wheeler होने दो, चाहे वो 4-wheeler होने दो, या वो बड़े-बड़े trucks भी होने दो. So the wear and tear takes place. वरना let me tell you, Mumbai का transportation is the best among every other cities in the country. I can tell you that because I have traveled a lot. So the signals you say is very fast moving. Even if there is a traffic jam, the traffic is still moving. It is okay that we can take it. Okay, but otherwise other cities it's really not possible to go about with it. The transportation in an urban area is a positive thing. You can reach to places that you want. If you're an entrepreneur, तुम्हारा production manufactured goods have to reach places. ठीक है, and reach places in the sense it could be a railway station, it could be a port, so it has to reach on time because the ships have to leave on time. So transportation has to be really very strong. Okay, and that is always strong in an urban area. Coming to healthcare, the same thing is being repeated. Positive thing. The next part is there is a lot of harmony in an urban area. Again, coming to our beloved Mumbai city, there is so much of different race and religion living together. Like even though we are going through a difficult time, there is still harmony. People are cooperating with each other, maintaining the social distances. Okay, trying to take almost all the precautions. Now with different festivals coming up in our city, there is so much of happiness, there is so much of love and affection among the people. This is called as harmonious way of living. Okay, even though the city at times do have a little bit of chaos happening, there is a little bit of mess happening between religion, but still everybody forgets that, and when it's a time for a festival, every religion comes together, and that cannot be seen in a rural area. That can be only seen in an urban area because urban area is a mix of different religion coming together. Okay, so that's the beauty of an urban area. Next is, of course, communication and education. Communication again means your internet and your Wi-Fi, your Zoom, and There is so much of communication, telegram, there is so much of telephones, internet, everything happening out over here. You call it Vodafone bolo, Airtel bolo, communication is awesome. क्योंकि कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि when you are trying to get connected to a remote village of your relative, you know, you have to call up at a time when they're standing outside the house. वहाँ पे communication becomes a big problem. Okay, Wi-Fi नहीं लगता है, Vodafone का problem है, लेकिन urban areas में never, never. Okay, and of course, last but not the least is education. Okay, urban areas gives you the best education that you want. Again, if you want an IIT, IIM, medical, engineering colleges, you name it, there is. It is a different thing that there is a lot of competition. Again, if you have an SSC board, there's a variety to choose from. If you want an ICSE board school, there's again a variety to school from. IG boards, a variety. I don't know, any more boards going to come up. And there's so much to learn in an urban area. There's so much. Okay, the more you explore, the more you go crazy about it. Talking good things, let's talk something negative also about what is the city all about. Congestion. Okay, you can't blame it. There is a lot of congestion, but we have to live with that congestion as such. Pressure on the infrastructure. Yes, okay, infrastructure means I mean the roads, I mean the electricity, the water. Infrastructure also means your bridges, okay, because they all need to be maintained very well. And how it is possible? Of course, there are the Maharashtra board is taking a lot of effort, the BMC is taking a lot of effort to see that, you know, the roads are being maintained, potholes are being covered up on time. Now it will start very soon, because if it starts raining heavily, potholes are going to come up very soon. So infrastructure pay, yes, it is a little pain on the infrastructure, but of course there are many government officials who are working on it, the municipal officials who are working on it and trying to give the best to us, so that as common people we don't have to suffer. There is not good jobs at times. Okay, good jobs does not mean that you're not getting a job. You may not get a job of your choice. It's called as not having a good job. Like many people, they feel that I want to have a job which will give me this much amount of pay, but I'm not going to work for these many hours. So there are many children of this age going in for freelancing, taking up jobs where they are self-employed, because they don't feel like working under somebody. They don't like the 9 to 5 job or the 9 to 6 job. They don't want to travel. They want to have something which is in and around your house. So you cannot get anything and everything which is suitable according to your criteria. Somewhere you have to give up something. So if you want a job, then you may not get a kind of a job according to your time or your pay scale. Okay, kahin na kahin compromise karna padta hai. So many people feel that I have not got a job of my choice. Okay, but of course there is job generation. Limited resources. Yes, water is limited resources out over here, and the more we going to use it, misuse it, it's going to be a trouble for everybody in the city. So there are parts of the city where the resources are being limited. That is, water is limited. Okay, they get water only for a few hours in the morning and evening, and that is a thing that one has to understand, because the population is very high, so resources cannot be misused. Costly houses, yes, of course. Okay, houses in urban areas are going to be costly. That is again because of the demand. When the demand for the house is like, you know, not just 1 crore, but if there are many buyers for the same house, the cost of the house keeps on increasing. And if you go down now to South Mumbai side, the big tall rises which has come up. Of course, not just you have to go there, but even your Malad, Kandivali, Borivali has got big rises coming up. The houses are going about 2 crores and 3 crores. South Mumbai, it is anything about 5 crores. Okay, so the cost of living is really very high. Again, employment is something what one has to think about. कभी employment नहीं मिलता है, उसके वजह से unfortunately, you know, people actually tend to go into wrong activities. Theft होता है, you know, killing people for money's sake, because at the end of the day, what I said in the previous lectures also, that money is important to sustain your life. Money is not everything, but of course, for your essential things to move ahead, you need money. So if money is not there, then of course people do go in for crimes and everything. And money can be generated, of course, only through employment. Cost of living is high, costly houses, cost of living is high, the same thing. Petty crimes, what I said just now. Sewage and pollution. Yes, sewage in a city like us, sewage is still being taken care of. But if you're going to the central side of Mumbai, the sewage pipes and the gutters are open out here. Thankfully, we are living on the suburbs, which is far, far clean. But if you talk about urban areas, if the sewage is not taken care of and it is kept open, you're giving invite to different flies and mosquitoes and animals and diseases, and वैसे ही epidemic हो जाएगा, ठीक है? Pandemic नहीं, epidemic हो जाएगा, which is really a sad news. So that is something what we have to take care of. And pollution. City like Mumbai में 2.5 months से pollution level सब नीचे ही गया होगा. But again, if everything comes back to normal, pollution बहुत है. But let me tell you, when you are a coastal city like us, okay, pollution यहाँ पे ज़्यादा नहीं है, and pollution is being kept under control in our city, which is a good point because of the PUC that is being given. At the same time, you have CNG auto rickshaws, so there is less pollution as compared to city of Delhi, which is a landlocked place. तो वहाँ पे pollution is very very high. So we are lucky in that manner कि हमारे यहाँ पे pollution is little less. Okay. Ways to reduce negative impact. Okay, urban cities पे negative impact को कैसे हम लोग reduce कर सकते हैं? Reducing the push factors, that is from rural to urban. We should not allow those rural people to come to urban areas. And how is that possible? You give them the best education out over there, give them the best water facility, give them the best electricity facility, give them the best medical facility. So at the end of the day, the rural people, give them the best job opportunity. Set up factories, let more people work there so that they don't have the urge to come to cities. उन लोग कभी cities में आने के बारे में सोचेंगे नहीं. And if they don't come down to cities or urban areas, population will still remain under control. Otherwise, it's not under control. Next is better management and planning. Abhi urban areas like you have a city called as Chandigarh, which is very well planned city. Okay, even you go down to Pune, which is not as populated as Mumbai, very very planned. There are no hawkers on the pavement. There are cycle riders के लिए अलग से ही they have maintained a role. So when you have a proper planning happening in a city, it actually works wonders. Okay, now I will not blame our Mumbai city because we have a lot of slum dwellers. Okay, Dharavi, which is supposed to be big. We have many people who have been here since many years living in slum areas. So, cleaning them completely and bringing up buildings is something what has to be done. But there are many people who still want to live in those slum areas. So, planning and management is very important so that the population of the urban areas is under control. There is something good that is happening. Okay. Next is keeping urban areas clean and control over the overpopulation. अभी पॉपुलेशन के ऊपर कंट्रोल रखने के लिए दैट एवरी फैमिली शुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट, ओके, बिकॉज एक बच्चा या दो बच्चा होने के बाद में दे नीड टू स्टॉप एंड नॉट जस्ट एक्सपैंड देयर फैमिली. Yes, keeping it clean very important. I must say the present Prime Minister came out with the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which actually brought a breakthrough in the cleanliness of our country. Otherwise, there is still a lot to be cleaned in the urban areas, but previously it was a very bad thing. Now the BMC coming and picking up your wet garbages from the dry garbages from the building. They're going to stop that also very soon. Segregation of the waste, very important. So ये सब होता है ना, तो you can say your city is actually pleasant, your city is safe, and you don't have to worry anything about it. Last but not the least is provision of essentials. Okay, essentials का मतलब होता है today what we are enjoying, the lights, the waters, okay, the medicals. The food that we are enjoying, the grains and every essential coming home has to be maintained very well. And of course, in an urban areas, that is actually maintained very well. No complaints about that. But of course, at times, you have to wait for these essentials. कई जगह पे power cut होता है, कोई जगह पे पानी का problem होता है. That should not happen. Okay, so people should be able to enjoy the essentials very well, and they should even use it the right manner, okay, not to misuse the essentials. Fine, children. So this is what the chapter starting is all about. Read the chapter. Any doubts, please mark it. I'll come back and I'll complete the next part, which is your satellite cities and your smart cities. Till then, take care. Bye.